Back to the science. Let us start with a rock. How solid is your faith? You started strong, and you thought yourself like you are as strong as the rock. Back to the science. Back to square one. California State Park since 1864. Park rules. Back to the rules of your faith. Now let's start with back to the rules, to the park rules. You might have run all your life here, walked all your life. You walked on the beach and you mastered that. And lo and behold, when you hit 50, you forgot the park rules. Park hour 6 a.m. sunset. Alcohol prohibited. No dogs on beach or backcountry trails. Dogs must stay on bathed baths and be lashed at all times. Camping and ground fires prohibited. Wow. No wonder why we have all the fires. You forgot the camping rules, and the fire must be prohibited. If you started, make sure it's put out. Collecting prohibited. Wow. Animals, shells, rocks, the plants protected. That's why animals are prohibited. Unstable cliffs stay on designated trails. At least you understand that no dogs on beach or backcountry trails. Prohibited. Because the animal habitat they have, they're living here. They need to be protected. Unstable cliffs stay on designated trails. Don't fall and blame the country. Blame the city. Lock your vehicles. Make sure it's locked. Keep your valuables with you. Good advice. Hazardous conditions exist. They have rip currents. Make sure you're away from the water. Or you know how to swim, or how to spot these rip currents. Submerged rocks. High surf. No lifeguard on duty. There's no lifeguard on duty. There's no way to yell unless you know that there's somebody around. Make sure you swim close or surf close to the beach. Did you see people before you jump into the water and the rip current take you out? Check park website for complete all California State Park Rule regulations enforceable by Title 14 California Code regulations. Now, Class 1 bikes only electric are allowed here. Yeah, don't violate that. Yeah, these are the rules for Crystal Cove State Park only. See? Only here, this park, every park has a rule. The same thing with faith. The Rock. The Rock is reference not to Hollywood star. His luck is not gonna be better than Schwarzenegger or the rest of the Rocky. other athletes at the end of their age. Yeah, the rock reference to faith. Faith is opposite of fear. Even those stars, when they call them the rock, when I look at Mike Tyson or look at the famous baseball player, 2 accidents, broken legs. While he is getting some pain from the previous accident. Tiger Woods. A second accident, almost the same condition. Whatever it is, drugs, because they prescribe drugs to take care of the pain, medicine, or alcohol, it doesn't matter. You got the pain. Michael Jackson was one of them, and sometimes he was so energetic. And finally, there's an accident, Pepsi Cola on the stage, and the fire caught him and burned very bad. And all the rest of his life, get painkiller and prescribed drugs to lower. Sad story. Now these are the athletes talking about at one time they thought themselves they are on top of the world, bodybuilders, and then their body gave up at old age. But faith, because then they start having fear about where are they gonna die and where are they gonna go. But faith is the opposite of fear. Let us repeat that. The rock is not reference to the rock in Hollywood. Rock always is your anchor. Who's your rock? The anchor of your faith is another guy. We just read the rules, and let's hope he followed that rules. Hey. Yeah. Here you go. Could that be a violation? Yeah. Somebody has to enforce the rules. Enforce the rules. So rules are great, but if you don't enforce them, if you don't apply them and you don't people not enforce them and make them pay the fees, they are not that good, is it? Yeah. Anyway, back to we said that fear is the opposite of faith. Everyone who does not believe in God and they brag about their strength, the minute you take their strength from them and what they are focused their life on, could be your money, your prestige, your title, then fears goes in and take over. Because you don't have really faith in God. So faith as in yourself, it goes as far as you are strong in your body and your mind and you don't have sickness or disease or cancer. Whatever. But as soon as you hit you, fear enters in you. Yeah, because you don't have God. A lot of people say to me, to you, look at the Facebook or X, pray for me. Yeah. sickness, disease, dialysis. Why can't you pray for yourself? Because we don't have God. Say, wow, I have God, but I want your prayer. Absolutely. Pray for Him. Because when God sees you, pray for others. Think about that. We're talking not about rituals, we're talking about prayer. We are all on the same page with God, because we are fallen species. It's cloudy right now. But before it was cloudy, it was raining in the morning. Now, in about 2 hours, it will lift up. But when I have my backpack, and even if I'm coming to the beach, what are you gonna do? You put your umbrella. He said, well, that's silly in the summer. Well, it's better be safe than sorry. We suppose it rains. Where are you gonna? You're gonna be wet and cold, and then you catch pneumonia. And if you don't watch it, your shorts, kiss your life goodbye. That's the way of a fool. But that's where faith comes. Though you trust in God, though you know that God approves of you, still you have to abide by the rules of the physical, the 5 senses, the heat, the cold, the senses of your body. To explain faith and fear a little bit better for you, because most people say, well, I don't need that, I'm so strong. Well, you are so strong, and you are bodybuilder, taken as an asteroid to the gym day and night. But you have to continue to the rest of your life. A lot of bodybuilders, after they hit 50 and they have all kinds of diseases, well, I have to get back to the gym. That's the point. Even Schwarzenegger. Wow. If Schwarzenegger turns 50 or whatever, he has to hit the gym. So it's a lifestyle. It's not only when you are young. You can see it's a beautiful trail this morning. A lot of people are running, but they live close by or their car is close by. Dogs on a leash. We talked about the dogs. That's a violation. Of course, if you look around you every second, nature of people. If you don't listen to the rules, you give them the health rule and explain to them, there's a shower here, you come out of the beach, look at that. Even here, at the shower, and you have rules. If you follow the rules, you are safe. Don't cross the yellow light. Prepare to stop. But if you can make it, you cross it. Another violation, the dogs. Oh, here we go. Welcome to California State Park. Park hours 6 a.m. to sunset. Make sure you are not after there, after sunset. Why? Well, there are animals here, rattlesnakes, all kind. Alcohol prohibited. A lot of people got caught here. Dogs prohibited on beach. Look at the violation. Dogs must be leashed at the trail times, okay, or the trail, you are okay. You can't go bring your dog. But I love my dog. Yeah, we love you too. But we love the rules better. For your safety and safety of your dog. Camping and ground fire prohibited, 5-mile limit on multi-use terrain. Stay on developed park trails. Even when you come out of the beach, you have a shower, you can shower, but behind that area closed. No trespassing after that. Look at the greenery around that. Habitat. Keep it green. Keep it green. Nothing edible here. But a lot of habitat here. A lot of animals have the right. Yeah. Not your dog. But you see, well, why not? I love my dog. Yeah. But why would you destroy other animals? Your dog is a predator to other insects, and when you walk on them, you destroy them. Besides, you might run into a rattlesnake there and kiss the life of your dog goodbye to even you. So we just have to have an incident where fear can enter into your soul for the rest of your life, and you develop all that kind psychological. Not even psychiatrists can solve it. You need a God to remove it. Yeah. When fear enters in, no hell can break loose, can't break these chains of the psyche. Only God has to step in and remove it. So there's no reason to do that. Subject your God to a foolish test. Just follow the rules, wherever they are. Don't cross a red light. Kill yourself or kill others. Not only that, it's so expensive, they take your license, you end up in jail. And problems begin there too. Even here, we have a fire extinguisher inside. Beautiful landscape. Even here, you have a bench in the wilderness. Now let's see who is it that for. Eagle Scout Project. Sebastian Franklin Lambrinos. Troop 35, July 29, 2022. With the support of the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 5868 and Romero Welding. Wow, you need it. Eagle Scout Project for the troops, veteran. And here, never sat down here. I'll sit down here and see, oh my goodness, there is a bracelet here. Some good Samaritan found it, and people drop their objects sometimes and put it here just if they come back from the beach, they take their kids to the beach. And father and mother and the kids are in the cart. You will see one like this in a few minutes. And the kid play with mom's kid. All right, here we go. 2 kids and 2 runners. And they play with the object and they fall right here. So we put the bench. When they come back, say, oh, I forgot, lost my. So we have some good Samaritan. We put it somewhere we can see it. Sometimes we put the hat. I put the hat on the top. Yeah. Some people coming from different states, like Arizona. I told the other guy, said, "Oh, behind that cart, if when you get them, tell them if you have lost a hat, it's right there on a different area. But it's a smart way to put it here." Yeah. So the question is, like you might ask yourself, why did God create the ants for? If you know the reason, you would never forget it. If President Trump listens to this video, and sometimes he does, I send him many videos, he will like the answer I will give why God created for us the ants, because it represents Him too. God created the ants to give people encouragement when they are ready to give up. Just the ants always working in the summer. And when we go under in winter, we're always working. We never give up. Both God gave us an example from the ants. No matter how hard life is, never to give up. In the tiniest animals, Mr. Trump had 3 indictments and 2 impeachment. He never gave up. Went from one indictment to another, impeachment to another. I've been there. I've been here, hearing and listening to everyone. Because of the DDP, the Demonic Democratic Party. Just because he hate his guts and jealous, even want to stole that presidency from him. But Mr. Trump came back. Nobody knew that he will. Nobody, even his family, that he is finished. Even his daughter. A lot of people, they just let him. He was alone with God, with the ants. Went on from one indictment to another impeachment. I was there. Every indictment, I put something to encourage Mr. Trump. Because I know how God's given faith is important. To continue in life, no matter how hard you were hit. A lot of people filed bankruptcy twice. He did that. Got out, got back. A lot of people like him have faith to fight back, get up. In the Bible, God talks about faith. Small faith, big faith, great faith. Which one do you have? Mustard seed faith? Or do you have none? You have faith in yourself. But when sickness or disease, you lose everything, your job or money and house, everything. Where is your faith? What kind of faith is left? A lot of people, big companies, work all their life. Very famous. Give you a name by the big company in Iran. Overnight. went from $80 to pennies. Everybody lost their jobs, he lost his gun. And the story goes, I think one of the CEOs, the story goes like this. Story goes like this. Had his coffee in the morning, looking at the headlines, and it shows a picture of Enron stock to zero. Did not finish his coffee. Boom. Stood up, jumped of window, went down, killed. Of course, police was called. We did the autopsy, and the two investigators coming down the elevator, saying to each other, wow, the guy still have a mansion as a best cause. I mean, he can get to come back. And wondering why would he kill himself? And the janitor said something like that. Janitor for 20 years. When you don't have God, or you lose God, there ain't anything else but to jump. Are you in that category now? There ain't anything else but to jump when you lose everything, or your health, so only your money, your health. God can restore it. God can restore your money.